The premarital agreement of Kevin Costner. Lessons to be taken. There are at least 3 reasons why premarital agreements are utilized, only one of which is truly related to divorce. First, before getting married, a well-written premarital agreement can be used to specify the type of property or assets, and the distribution of assets and income in the event of divorce. They also establish individual or shared liability for debts, liabilities, claims, losses, and legal proceedings. This kind of prenuptial contract tries to give one spouse more asset protection against claims from the other spouse arising from his or her business, financial, or other actions. Third, a prenuptial agreement may be used to minimize estate taxes. Only separate properties from each spouse can be used with some estate tax reduction tools. A spousal lifetime access trust, or SLAT, is an illustration of that. Aspects of all 3 goals were most likely included in Kevin Costner's prenuptial agreement. The premarital agreement will have an effect on the property and income that each former spouse will receive as a result of his continuing divorce. The premarital agreement frequently stipulates that specific assets or advantages should be given or transferred to the spouse who is less wealthy when one spouse is significantly better off financially than the other. This is frequently offered in a stepped or ladder fashion, such as when more assets or advantages are offered the longer the marriage lasts. According to a court document in Costner's divorce, his wife Christine Baumgartner might contest that arrangement. She would be entitled to $1.5 million under that arrangement, but there is a phrase that says interim, or no contest, so doing so might imperil it. A clause similar to a no contest provision in a will or estate plan is sometimes included in prenuptial agreements. The benefits that would otherwise be offered by the agreement are forfeited in the event that the agreement is questioned. Any money or other assets that would have gone to the other spouse in accordance with the agreement are forfeited if the arrangement is sustained following a challenge. Baumgartner might experience this if she fights the deal and loses. She might also be obligated to cover Costner's legal and judicial expenses. This interim provision, or no contest clause, would look something like this, to the extent that this agreement offers any benefit that might surpass what may be offered by a court, judge, or arbitrator. The party that initiates such an action will have his or her recovery reduced by the amount paid in legal fees and costs incurred by the defending party if such action is brought against the other party, filed in court, or requested arbitration, to determine the validity of this agreement. Furthermore, the initiating party would forfeit any contractual benefits granted by this agreement to the extent that they may exceed what may be ordered by a court, judge, or arbitrator notwithstanding this agreement due to the nature of the contemplated legal action challenging the legality of this agreement. The interim provision is a crucial tool for a wealthy spouse who wants to prevent the other spouse from contesting the premarital agreement and incurring significant legal and court costs, while simultaneously trying to take advantage of the benefits specified in the premarital agreement that is being contested. To offer stronger defense against attack, a prenuptial agreement should be combined with an asset protection trust. Currently, 19 states allow you to create a self-settled spendthrift trust to shield your assets from creditors. Only Nevada, Utah, and West Virginia offer protection against a divorcing spouse and child support. Out of all these states, this does not imply that you must dwell in such jurisdictions. Rather, it simply means that the trust is sufficiently connected to that state and is governed by its legal system. A secrecy agreement should be included with the prenuptial agreement. Even if you are not wealthy or well-known, this is necessary to protect the confidentiality of the divorce proceedings, your finances, and any connected negotiations. Prenuptial agreements are not only for the wealthy and well-known. People are getting married later in life, frequently with more financial resources and offspring from a previous union. A carefully crafted premarital agreement aids in the division of property and assets during the frequently very traumatic divorce. The premarital agreement can also safeguard the family business, guarantee that the family house remains in the family, distribute assets for children from previous relationships, and shield you from your spouse's debts. No contest or interim. A clause may assist guarantee that this agreement is actually followed. Start talking to your fiancé as soon as you can. In the state of California, the opposite party must receive the signed document at least 7 days before to the wedding. If this isn't done, there's a chance the agreement won't be enforceable because it will be assumed that it wasn't voluntary. The laws will vary depending on the state.